Guys, I want to thank you very much for coming and watching my little magic presentation for you guys. It'll just be a few minutes. I'm going to do a few tricks, and I hope you enjoy. Everybody's stuck at home, and this will hopefully bring you a smile. And if you want to learn more about magic, your library has excellent magic books where you can learn how to do some of this stuff that I'm going to do today. First thing I'd like to show you is done with this little handkerchief. Now at home you could use a paper towel or something that would cover up your hand. And so I'm going to put my empty hand underneath the empty handkerchief. Watch very carefully. Now on the count of 3, this happens fast, so watch carefully. This is so cool. This will be the best thing you've ever seen. 1, 2, 3, here we go. And my fingers have disappeared. Thank you very much. You're not impressed by that? Let me try it again. If I put the handkerchief over my hand on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, my fingers come right back. Still not impressed with that? How about we do a real trick? This is what I call a warm-up or a gag thing. I love doing stuff like this in the beginning of my show just to take the heat off the audience a little bit and the heat off of me to lighten things up before I get started with the serious stuff. So let's get started with a serious trick. Now this trick you'll find in your magic books at the library. It's in a book called Mark Wilson's Complete Course in Magic. Let me show it to you. Alright, this trick is done with money. Who likes money? Did anybody have their $100 bill that you brought with you today for the show? Nobody? Alright, I'll just use these coins instead. Seems like everybody forgot their $100 bill at the same time. Alright, we're going to take all 6 coins here. How many coins do you see, boys and girls? Let's count them together. 2, 4, 6. If I take the 3 English pennies and put them into my hand, and then I grab the 3 Kennedy half dollars and put them into this hand, one of these half dollars is going to jump into this hand right before your very eyes. Watch it like a hawk. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, just like that. Did you see it jump over? Well, let me show you. And look at that. 1 coin has actually jumped over to the other side. I'll do it again. I'll grab these 4. They go into the hand. We grab these 2. They go into the hand. One of these 2 coins is going to jump into this hand right before your very eyes. Watch it like a hawk. Are you ready? On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Did you see it jump over? You still didn't see it jump over? Let's take a look. Yeah, it jumped over. Look, we have 5 on this side, 1 on this side. Let me do it again. We have these 5. They go into the hand. We take the last one. It goes into this hand. This is your last chance. You better pay attention. This coin here is going to jump into this hand right before your very eyes. Watch it like a hawk. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Did you see it jump over? No, it's still there. Yeah, it hasn't jumped at all. We'll try it again. 1, 2, 3. Did you see it jump over? No, it's still there. It hasn't jumped at all. We'll try it again. Watch carefully. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Did you see it jump over? Well, I can prove that it did, boys and girls. Look at that. All 6 coins on the same side. If we take all 6 coins, you can actually show that the whole trick was done with 6 coins, and it makes it a very neat trick to do. And again, you'll find this trick in Mark Wilson's Complete Course in Magic. It's called Coins Across. Just takes a little bit of practice. Let's do another one. We'll put those away. And I've got a couple of ropes here. I wanted to show you an easy color flourish. Now you can use hair bands, you can use fabric loops. This is something that I taught at the Davenport Library once to a bunch of 5-year-old kids. There was about 80 of them in the class. And the next day I was out at a festival and I saw one of the students in the class going around and showing people in the festival this color flourish trick. So we're going to take one loop and put it through the other like this. So if you're at home, this is what you want to do. One loop in front of the other like this. When you bring it up to the top like this and put it on your thumb like that, close your finger so it won't come off. Now all I have to do is to pull on the side and it changes colors. Pull on the side and it changes colors. One more time. Pull on the side and it changes colors. A very simple color flourish for you guys to try at home. Go ahead and give it a shot. Have some fun with that. All right, let's do another trick. All right. Just save that one. All right. I brought with some cards here. Let me get them out of my wallet. This is my magician's wallet, actually. It's got my magician's badge right there. It says Rick Eugene, Quad City Magician. All right, we're going to set that right there. Now I have 2 playing cards in my hand. We have a King of Hearts and a King of Spades. Perhaps I could get a volunteer to come up and help me out. Perhaps you, young lady in the back, if you would like to join us up here. We have a young volunteer. Many of you may not know this, but this is Iowa's youngest magician, Kaylee Rogers. Welcome, Kaylee. Now, Kaylee, I have 2 cards here, a King of Hearts and a King of Spades. What I want you to do is to take the King of Spades, match up the corners, crease the card in the middle for us, please. All right, to ruin the card, we'll send the bill to your mother. All right, so I'm going to bend mine lengthwise. You're going to bend yours widthwise. Just do the best possible job you can. It does not have to be perfect. Ooh, I think she got it perfect. She must be a perfectionist at home. Now, some people might call this a hot dog and a hamburger fold. We're going to call it widthwise and lengthwise. I'm going to open up your card. We're going to put my card in the center, just like this. By pushing on the cards back and forth, you can actually see where nothing magical is happening. Nothing. But watch. I'm going to take out my card and put your card in the middle of mine. Remember, you had the black card. I had the red card. We're going to take her card and slide it all the way down to the bottom of my card. It happens that fast. I'll put my finger inside your card, turn everything inside out. Still, nothing magical has happened. But I brought you up for a reason. Out of all those people in the audience, you look like the most magical person to me. And you are Iowa's youngest magician. Let's see how good she is. She didn't know she'd be performing today, folks. Take out your magic wand and hold it up. Take the tip of that wand, touch the card, push it through, doing a magical illusion for our friends. Did you guys see that? She actually turned the card upside down. That's amazing. Now, you can actually show her one side is facing one way, one side is facing the other way, and this whole thing happened to just 2 cards. If you want, you can show both sides at the same time, where one side is facing one way, one side is facing the other way. Or you can put everything back together, leaving both sides in plain view. You can tear the card up, stopping the magic from happening, and you can actually show where one side was facing one way, one side was facing the other way, and this whole thing happened with just 2 cards. You may take that home, show the audience that those are 2 playing cards, that there's not any other cards there. They're a perfect match if you can get them to match up. Go ahead and take a look at them. She's going to match them up for us. Is it a perfect match?
Yes.
It is a perfect match. Let's give her a round of applause. She goes back to her seat. You may take those as a souvenir. Thank you for coming up. Fantastic. All right. Very good. All right, a couple more things I want to do. All right. Now I'm going to show you a couple quick flourishes that you can do. We talked about the color flourish earlier. This is called a ribbon spread that you can do with a deck of cards. And it's better to use a newer deck of cards with the plastic coating. So if your mom and dad's getting you a deck of cards to use for magic, have them look for the plastic coating cards. I like to use Bicycle. They're inexpensive and easily found at most supermarkets. If you grab onto the cards and put your fingers on the tops and the bottoms like this, with your index finger on the side, all I have to do is make what we call a ribbon spread. And if I take out the top card, look at this. I can stick it right underneath and do my ribbon spread. Now, with a little practice, you can use 2 cards and get it to go different directions. With a little practice, just like that. This is also a move that can be used for regular tricks. So if you're using a trick where you need a card upside down, I just turned a card right upside down in front of you. Did anybody catch it? Well, let's take a look. The bottom card, turned it upside down right in front of you. So that's a move that I can actually use with the ribbon spread. But it looks kind of cool. Now once you do a straight ribbon spread, start working on a curved ribbon spread. Just like that. Or I can even get a circle with practice. A lot of things you can do with the ribbon spread. I like to make the Z. And it's so easy with plastic coating cards. So you can have a lot of fun with that. On a tabletop, get a towel or a bedspread. You can do it on the floor, on the carpet. A lot of different things you can do with that. But what if we actually did a trick with these cards? I'll tell you what, watch carefully. I'm going to make a pyramid using these cards. Now you can use 10 of anything that you want. You can use 10 acorns, 10 books, 10 of anything. In this case, I have 10 playing cards. I've made a pyramid pointing this direction. We want it to point that direction by only moving 3 cards. Now, I wonder how we could do this. Let's see. A lot of people will do this. But is that a pyramid? No, let me put that back. See, a pyramid should have 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4 rows with 4 cards in one, 3 in another, 2 in another, 1 in another. And we want it to look like this, turn it upside down. No, you cannot pick up the table and turn it around. So, let me try it again. Let me see if I can figure this out. Is that a pyramid? No, that's not a pyramid either. All right, let me actually show you the secret. This is a lot of fun. I actually was teaching a class at a library once, and a 13-year-old girl came up after class and showed me how to do this trick. I loved it so much, I teach it to the kids that I come across. So to do this trick, it's very simple. You take the bottom 2 corners, bring them up to the second row, bring this one down, and you just turned it upside down. I'll do that again. Remember even numbers. That's all you have to remember, even numbers. Take the bottom 2 corners, bring them up to the second row, and bring that one down, and you've just done a very cool trick that you can do at home. All right, I have one last thing for you. Let's put those away. And we'll set that off. There we go. And I got 3 giant cards here I'm going to do for you guys. Now watch very carefully. This is a giant deck of cards. I only have 3 because I can't handle a whole deck, they're too big. But one of these cards is my favorite card. It could be the first king of hearts, it could be the second king of hearts, or it could be the ace of clubs. Which card do you think is my favorite card? The first king? No, that's not it. The second king of hearts? No, that's not my favorite card either. What, did you say the ace of clubs? Yes, that's my favorite card, the ace of clubs. Your job is to keep your eye on the ace of clubs. I'm going to get into a very silly sleight of hand stance. We call this misdirection. It gets people to stare at me when they really should be looking at the cards over here. Watch it like a hawk. On the count of 3, here we go. Ready? 1, not yet. 2, not yet. But it's coming up. Ready? 3. Which card do you think was my favorite? Would you point to it? How many think this one? No? How many think this one? No? How many think the middle one? Yes? Let's take a look. Oh, you got it right. Yeah, but here's a trick question. What was my favorite card? Who remembers? I know you remember where it was at, but what was the card? Who knows? What's that? The ace of clubs? Well, that used to be my favorite card. My new favorite card now is called the library card. I can do so much more with that than I can in ace of clubs, and it lets me check out any book from the library or anything I want to check out from the library. They let me do that with this special card. Guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. The magic is in this 793 area of the library. Go check out a book and have some fun. Thank you.